hello there. And we are live. See, yeah, Josh, I think I pressed the go live button correctly this time. Yeah, devil, not today, not today. You're not going to separate me from my brother Josh today. See it, guys. Yeah, I know I've not really been around, for some time, but, I'm still trying to, to still, make sure that I still do one or two shows for you guys. I'm just coming back from work. I've not even, taken anything to eat yet, but I just had to jump on this one quickly with my brother Josh. See ya, guys. EP6, the Arsenal Vault. See, Josh, man, talk to these people. How you doing, my brother, man? Talk to them, man.
I'm good,
How are
man.
you?
I'm good. Big up my guy Tony as always. Great to be back. Of course, talking football with you, my guy. Always a pleasure.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm very well, thank you, man. Really look forward to the show as always. And as I said, bro, it's an absolute pleasure to obviously be back. Us talking football again. Really, enjoy it. So big up, my guy.
Yeah, big up to you, man. See, yeah, this past weekend, that Bournemouth game. I, see, we need to talk about some of the high points in that game, man. How did you see that game? And see, for some reason, yeah, I don't know what is it with this team, yeah. They always want to summon up courage when it comes to Arsenal Football Club. They always want to defend properly. They always want to defend like as if they're defending for their lives. Like, what is this? When other teams, yeah, are smashing these teams, yeah, like, they don't really care. But when it comes to Arsenal, time after time, minute after minute, it's block after block after block. I, I was shocked. I think at about 50 to 60 something minutes, the goalkeeper has actually blocked nearly up to 16 shots on goal. Eh,
Mm.
Shocking. Like, those guys defended like their lives depended on it, but Arsenal found a way to, win that game. Take us through that game, my brother, man, before we get into this Manchester United and also look into some other big topics this weekend coming up.
Yeah, great result. First and foremost, I feel like 3-0 win, clean sheet at the Emirates. Against the Bournemouth side who are having a great season. This is the best season they're having in Premier League history. They're
Mm,
currently I think 10th place. So they're having a great season under their new manager as well. And
mhm.
they recently battered Brighton. Before they played us 3-0. So just coming into this game with full of momentum, full of confidence. So it was a very good win and a good result. And I thought that first half, especially that first 20 minutes, we started off
Mm,
from the blocks. We was absolutely, you know, creating so many chances and we just wasn't taking them. And I was thinking, oh no, we need to score at, at one stage because I don't want it to be another
yeah.
game where we're being too complacent or whatever. But no, we did get a bit of luck, obviously. A great ball from Odegaard into Havertz, and we win a penalty. And that was obviously the goal which got us going, I thought. And, we got that first
Mm,
goal. Game opened up a lot more for us as well. And I know there's a bit of controversy. I mean, there's quite a lot of referee calls as well, which I found a bit dodgy, like especially in that first when, of course, Saka got studded by, I
yeah.
think, that one of their midfielders. I mean, his leg was bleeding. He didn't even get a yellow card, let alone a red card. He got nothing. So,
At
I
all.
thought that was a bit dodgy. Of course, people can talk about the whole penalty situation with Arsenal as well. And of course, when Bournemouth had a goal disallowed, where I think Solanke fouled the goalkeeper, but uh, you know, we kept pushing. We got the second goal. Um, of course, Trossardinho, another goal. He steps up. I think 16
No.
for Trossard this
16
season.
goals this season. You
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, it's good you brought that up, yeah, because we're still in this, Bournemouth game. But again, it opens a whole lot of kind of worms. 16 goals, yeah, this season for
Mm.
Trossard. See, yeah, he's now benched the favorite kid, yeah, Gabriel Martinelli. Going into next season, will you want to keep Trossard or would you like to truncate the movement of Gabriel Martinelli in this team? Like, which side are you on? Are you on Gabriel Martinelli's side or are you on Trossard's side? I know he's scoring goals right now, but
Yeah.
it's gonna look
Well,
like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, based on current form right now, Trossard starts every single game. And the way how he's been playing is, really impressed me. And I've always rated Trossard. I always said he's one of our best players because he's a guy who, okay, even if you don't start him, you have that player on the bench who can come on and change the game. Like, he's turned up multiple
Mm,
times in the big moments. He did it for Brighton as well, where he went to the big teams and he was scoring, against them. So he's a player who turns up in the big moments as well, and a player you can
yeah,
really rely on as well. As for Martinelli,
definitely.
I rate Martinelli as well, but clearly the guy's confidence is completely shattered. Even when he
Mm,
comes on, I mean, even when he came on against Bournemouth, he made a run and he was looking down. Yeah, like it's unlike him. He's looking down while he's running, and he stacked it over. He's 1-on-1. He's
but
with a
what's
goalkeeper.
wrong with him?
He's just
He's not injured. He's not injured. Like,
exactly, bro. Exactly.
what's the problem with Gabriel Martinelli? Last season, 15 goals. This
Yeah,
season, about five, six. In fact, yeah. See, the opposite of what happened last season is the same. Is what's happening to Martinelli.
yeah.
Trossard not having a good season last season. Martinelli scoring nearly about 15, 16 goals last season, and then the 14s turned this season. Martinelli with about six, 5 goals this season. I mean, all season with Trossard getting 15, which was approximately the number or exactly the number that Gabriel Martinelli scored last season. It's like it's
It's
a sideways thing. It's a
It's very
sideways step.
concerning, man. It really is concerning the way how he's been playing towards this end of the season, really. And because we
Mm,
know the level that he can be at, we've seen this guy at his top, and obviously at his peak. And I've always said with it, I feel like I just look at the guy who just lacks confidence. Okay, it doesn't
mm,
help that the left back behind him keeps changing week in week out. One week is Kivior, Zinchenko goes in
yeah.
there, then it's Tomiyasu. I get that the left back behind him changes, but Trossard does not have a problem when he plays there. So for me, it's got to be a bit of confidence that the guy just needs a goal, so to get his momentum back, because yeah, this guy has been very, very average. And he just, for me, I watch him and I just think something's changed about the guy. He's just number one, he's too predictable, and number two, he doesn't take on his players anymore as much as he used to. Like when I first saw Martinelli
Mm,
burst onto the scene, this guy didn't care. He was taking on against Man City like a few years ago. He was cooking
yeah.
Cancelo, yeah. He was
He
cooking
would have a go.
Zaballo. He would
He'll
have a
have a
go.
go.
But what I've noticed him is he either just turns back and passes, or he cuts inside, and it's like he's just becoming too
Totally
predictable.
not him. Totally not
Exactly,
how he
not him, man.
plays.
And I really hope something changed, and I really hope next season this guy will come back alive again, because at the moment Trossard's keeping him out of his place. He really is. Trossard was on fire.
Yeah.
As I said, another goal for him, and then it was also great to see Declan Rice scoring. Of course, once
Oh,
again, that
yeah.
guy, man, absolute machine in that midfield, and
Oh my
I'm really
days.
loving the midfield, Tony, of Partey, Rice, and
Mm.
Odegaard. And I don't think we've done a show actually talking about these yet, have we? The three midfield.
No, no, we've actually not talked about it. But Josh, yeah, see, just shine this light here on Thomas Partey coming in the second half of the season, man. Like, he's come down there, yeah. We always did know, yeah, that the second tail end title running of the season would be a very, very difficult one. Like, the games wouldn't be this kind of games that would just think that would just, get into them and just sucker punch everyone and just, beat them, convincingly. Definitely in the last 8 games of the season, these teams want to get or scramble for any points, mostly relegation bound teams, or teams that find themselves in the middle of the table and want to just kind of like advance into European competitions. Of course, we have the
Mm.
Conference League that's down there. We have the Europa League. So all these teams want to latch onto what they can get and get more points. So we do know that these games will come in very, very tough. There won't be any easy games in the last 8, 9 games of the season. But again, man, Thomas Partey just comes into this title running, this title tilt, yeah, and just inserts himself into that midfield, ensures that we'll have that cover. Yeah, of course, there's sometimes that there are lapses, but he's the one that stands out. He's always running, always tackling, always dotting
Mm,
his I's and crossing his T's. He's everywhere. He's doing everything. He's
yeah,
progressing the ball. He's moving the ball quite quicker. Again, the seamless connection he has with Declan Rice, and of course, you could see uh, the role that Declan Rice takes up right now, and he's not just sitting down
no,
there, just a little bit above the defenders no more. He now has the right and the wherewithal to just go forward into advanced spaces and drift the ball up the pitch. What do you think, Thomas Partey, man?
oh, bro, it's so good to see this guy finally play this season, man, and actually start with that midfield too of Odegaard and that trio of Rice, Odegaard, and Partey, man. And I can't believe it.
Mm,
Like the last time we saw that was Community Shield when they started with all of
yeah,
each other, and we never saw it since. Of course, start of the season, Partey was playing right back for the first 3 games, and then
yeah,
obviously he picks up the injury, and we just
mm,
hadn't seen him, and we was like, oh, this could be honestly the end of Partey. But he's came back, came into that Chelsea
yeah,
game, into that Tottenham game, and of course the other day against Bournemouth. And it's just why Arsenal fans were screaming for this midfield when we first brought in Declan Rice, because we look on paper, we're thinking, wow, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, that's our best midfield on paper, and we're finally
mm,
getting to see it. And yeah, he's perfect in there because you see Rice playing this number 8 role now, and you see the way how this guy is progressing forward a lot more, and he just allows Rice to have a bit more freedom.
yeah,
When he's sitting in there for him, and you see Rice getting forward, having shots, getting himself
mm,
goals again, creating big chances for us. And you obviously you see the same for Odegaard as well. He's able to progress forward. He's able to have that more freedom. And that's because of Thomas Partey, man. He literally dictates everything. Um, you know, we all know his quality anyway when he's
yeah,
fully fit, and just
mm,
everything about him is perfect for us in that midfield. And I really want to see this midfield going from now until the end of the season for sure. And we'll have to wait and see what happens in the summer with Partey, whether we moving on or if we keep him. But if he's fully fit, it's that midfield is absolutely perfect for me. And Partey just
yeah,
he does everything, man. I mean, defensively superb. Even when he gets the ball, yeah, even when he
mm,
gets the ball, he's just so confident. Just so calm on the ball. Just knows exactly what
yeah,
he's doing, man. And
mm.
he's just one of our most important players when he's fully fit. And I'm absolutely buzzing to see that midfield, man. And it needs to keep going.
Yeah, definitely needs to keep going. See, yeah, but what do you think about that goal that Solanke actually scored, man? Because I'm seeing the papers, yeah, it's making it in the rounds that the officials messed up on that one. What's your take on that one? Was that a goal?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, when I first looked at it, I'm thinking, obviously, I actually thought, I mean, Raya, obviously,
Mm,
Solanke, I thought, well, there's not much in there. And I thought they actually gave it because of foul on Gabriel in the end. But
okay.
that's what I was like, maybe they gave it on a foul on Gabriel. But yeah, it's one of those ones, man, where I'm a bit unsure, really, with that Solanke one, because I don't think it was like, for me, an obvious foul on Raya, because Raya came out and obviously he's punched it. And I actually thought, as I said, it was a foul on Gabriel instead. So,
Yeah.
I see what people were saying, but this is another thing. People were saying Bournemouth have robbed. I find laughable. I mean, how they robbed. They're talking about this thing on Raya. Okay, fair enough. Maybe you should have had a
Mm,
goal, but
yeah.
still, you were not robbed. How about talk about what happened in the first 20 minutes when Saka got completely studded, yeah, by
Exactly.
60, and his legs are bleeding, and you don't even get a yellow card
Mm,
for it, let alone a red
yeah.
card. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
it's a joke. So at the end of the day,
It's a
Bournemouth,
joke.
we're not robbed by any means. I say maybe they should have had a goal, but that was what they would have made it 2-1. Maybe it would have been a bit cagey, but I still think we would have gone on
Mm,
and won the game anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a sticky one for the disallowed goal. But yeah, people are
yeah.
saying Bournemouth are robbed. No chance, man. No chance. We
Yeah.
we
No
we
chance.
deserve that win.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, after that win against Bournemouth, man, Arsenal come away with the 3 points, and in fact, yeah, see, yeah, at this point in time, yeah, at this stage in this league title run in, I don't care how the goals come in. I don't care how we get the points. Shout out to AFC always who is down here, man. Big ups to you. Jordan Heyman is down here. My guy and my brother Drew Gunners down here. It says Tony, Josh, Big ups.
Yeah,
How you
Drew, man.
doing, Drew, man? Drew, I missed you, my brother, man. How you doing, Drew? Drew, I came in to do a show today. I might also have another show with Ola later at night today. But AFC always is down here. And it says something here. It says, we are 5 to 6 players. What is required in certain positions that will take us to the next level next season? We have to come back to that
Yeah,
AFC always, man. But see, yeah, I don't really care how the goals come in.
no,
I don't really care how we fight for the point, how we get the point. What I really do care about right now is that we have 3 points, you know, on that table, written beside Arsenal, 3 points. I don't care how we do it. But again, in this title running here, do you really care how Arsenal do it? Like,
no.
does it really matter how well we do in these games? Like, how convincingly we beat these teams? Or does it just really matter that, you know what? Yeah, Arsenal is winning. We're getting 3 points, and that's all that matters.
Results business at the end of the day now. From now to the end of the
Yeah.
season, it's all about the result. I couldn't
Mm,
really care how we perform. Of course, we want to see our team, perform attractively and play a nice style of football and batter teams. But at the end of the day, all that matters now is, as you said, the result is the 3 points at the end of
yeah.
the day. And now from the
Yeah.
end of the season, if we want a chance to win this league title, I know we're going to about City, whether they drop points later on, but if we want a chance to win the league title, we have to get 2 wins. We have to get 6 points from these last 2 games. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. Yeah, I don't care if we, grind our way, to a 1-0. Yeah, I couldn't care. It's all about getting the results at the end of the day, Tony. Now, from now to the end of the season, result is the main thing, and we've been doing that,
Result
man.
is the
I
main
mean,
thing.
even against Bournemouth. I mean, there was periods in the game where it was a bit cagey. I mean, when it was 1-0 to us, and when obviously they came out in that second half and they started having shots against us. They came up. I think it was Justin Clivert who
Yeah.
obviously had that free kick which he almost troubled Raya with.
Yeah.
Raya,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Almost, man.
yeah, I mean, so they had quite a few chances even in that second half, Bournemouth, but we ultimately got a result even against Tottenham in North London derby. I know we was 3-0 up, and I know we almost capitulated towards the end, but I'm
Mm,
still looking at the result. 3-2 away from home, 3 points, taking that all day long. So yeah, obviously it's nice to win these games like 5-6-0 like we've been doing teams against Sheffield United and Burnley and Chelsea. We battered them 5-0, but I couldn't care if we play and when we grind our way out and it's not the best performance, but the main thing out of it is 3 points from now to the end of the season. It's got to be that, bro.
3 points, definitely. I second to that, man. At this stage, man, we just need to, roll in with those points. If the points are coming in, I don't care what kind of dusty performance you give me. Mostly at this penultimate time during the season in the title running, these are the games that will determine, how we can win this league title. So, I don't really care about the exterior. I care about the content, what's inside. And even apart from that, yeah, look into this, what AFC always is saying, yeah. And try to put your own spin on it. We've scored 88 goals, yeah. Same as last season with two
Mm-mm.
games to go. But look at this. Let me flip that round a bit. Arsenal have played 36 games this season, yeah, scored about 88 goals this season. Yeah, conceded just 28. The best defensive side, the
Yeah.
best attacking side in this league this year, 2023-2024 season. That's how bad this Arsenal team is. We're like marshals out here. And apart from that, yeah, 83 points gotten right now. But again, yeah, Josh, how come is the team that has scored the most goals this season in the Premiership? How come is the team that has defended properly and has you know conceded less goals this season? How come aren't we winning this league by a landslide? Like, I mean, like 88 goals, 28 conceded. Like, why aren't we in the driving seat? That's where we should be right now. we're not in total control because if City wins the game in hand,
Yeah.
that's two more points. But then Arsenal have scored more goals, we've conceded less, but yet
Mm.
we're still in trouble. Like,
Yeah.
reconcile this, and put your own spin on what you think about what AFC always have just said too.
I mean, when you look at it like that, we should be into clear. Like, if you really think about it, like, scored, the most goals. Even, the defense has improved massively. And we get the most clean sheets in the Premier League, and conceded the less goals in the Premier League as well. But
Mm,
it's who we're up against, man. It's this Man City side, and then also another thing to add on that as well. Surely we should be, because we went to Man City and we beat them at the Emirates. We also got a good result away from, and we didn't lose them home and away. It's same with
yeah,
Liverpool. So if you look at it that way, yeah, we should be insta clear in this on top of the league. But end of the day, I just feel games have cost us this season that we're going to look back on and we're going to regret. Like, if we go back to Aston Villa, Emery beating us twice, home and away, losing to Villa Park. They came to the
home and
Emirates
away.
and beat us. Fulham, we lost to them away. We drew them at
Yeah,
home, didn't beat them twice. Um, West Ham, obviously, we lost at the Emirates 2-0 to them as well. So we're always going to look back on those games and feel like, if only, if buts and maybes, but if only we got a win there, or if only we got a win there. Whereas Man City, this is who we're up against, man. This is a side who are just so consistent and who have a world class manager, and who have experienced players in their team, uh, which obviously we'll see them through. Which is obviously why it's going to be very hard to even go and win this league this season. But I also think partly it's not just
mm,
because we're up against Man City. We got to look at ourselves in the games where we've dropped
yeah,
points this season, and that's simple as that for me. But yeah, I mean, you would expect Arsenal to be top of the league into clear with those stats, and having the best defense in the Premier League this season. Having scoring similar to how what we scored last season. And ultimately not losing to our competitors. In, like, we didn't lose. We beat Liverpool. We beat City both home. We beat Tottenham away. We
yeah.
obviously drew with Liverpool and City away from home as well. So yeah, I just think we have to look back on obviously the results how we dropped points. This
Yeah,
season.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Drew Gunners, yeah, you asked that question. I think Arsenal conceded about 43 goals last season. That was how horrible it was. So we actually improved in our defensive setup since last season. At least we've conceded less, at least with less goals, with less than, I think, maybe 15, 16 goals. So
yeah,
in that department, we look quite okay. But right now, and at this stage last season, Arsenal have put in about 88 goals. So let's see, yeah. At the end of the day, my brother, man, I just really think that this City team is just a little bit too, as in, I mean, usually, Josh, yeah, they used to say heavy is the is the head that wears the crown. Yeah, but man, there seemed to be no heaviness, yeah, on the head of Man City. They're taking this like the way they stroll into their four peat, yeah. It's like nothing can stop them. And then we look at all these other teams, yeah, that should be at least putting on big performances to try and at least truncate their movement. They're blowing them away like breeze. The way they smashed up Brighton, oh my days.
yeah,
The way they humiliated Wolves. Mind you, in the reverse fixture, Wolves bit them at the Molineux. I hope you
yeah,
remember that.
yeah,
In the reverse fixture. They came down to the Wolves came down to the Etihad. The way City blew them away, and now this weekend they go down to Craven Cottage. Typically, a very, very, very gangster place for them to go to. Yeah, because this season, yeah, I know top sides have smelt the rod when they've gone to Craven Cottage, but again, you can still sense it that City could actually still go down to this place and actually mauled Fulham at Craven
yeah.
Cottage. Do you think points will be dropped by Manchester City? Because, see, man, the confidence is low when it comes to all these bootleg teams. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to teams like all this West Ham, Fulham, I don't really think that they can stand. However, we'll
No.
have to talk about something else after you answer that question. Tottenham Hotspurs, because there's something to fight for. So, what do you think about this Craven Cottage visit from Man City? Do you think they're gonna just Oh my days! I don't even want to say it. Oregon Gunner is in the house. Big up to you,
Big up,
E
down, man.
Ross, my guy. Jesus Christ, E Ross is in the house. Big up to these people, man.
Big up, guys, man.
Big ups RD12
Big
Rory
up, Rory, man.
is
Come
in the
on, big up,
house.
bro.
Can you smell what the Rory is cooking? Big up to you, man. Oregon Gunner, how you doing, my brother from Portland, Oregon? See, yeah, how you doing, Oregon, man? Big up to you. Yeah, Josh, you were saying something about Man City's visit down to Craven Cottage in London. Let's hope
Yeah,
our London brothers do something for us,
yeah.
man.
Let's
Come on, man.
hope,
Talk to me.
of course, former Arsenal player Leno, former Arsenal player Alex Iwobi, former Arsenal player Willian, they all turn up against City. But real talk, realistically, I really don't see it, man. Just seeing the way how, and as you said, City have been playing recently. Even with the pressure on them as well, because even when I played against Wolves, we played first. We played half 12. We've been 4 points clear of them because we've been playing first before them. So even with that added pressure, they're
Yeah.
still getting over the line. They're not even getting over the line, but they're battering teams, man. As you said, they batter
With ease, Josh, with
it's easy
ease.
for them. It's too
With
easy, man. Yeah.
ease.
Literally, they destroyed that De Zerbi. Everyone's talking about Roberto De Zerbi being the next Man City manager. He got absolutely piped by them. Obviously, Wolves as well, right? I thought could put up a good fight, and he didn't. I mean, Haaland just had an absolute goal fest. 4 goals. It's just crazy. And that was like 5-1 or whatever. Like at the end of the day, going to Craven Cottage, I'm sorry, but I see very similar to what I've been seeing for the recent weeks in Man City. I don't see them dropping points at all in that Fulham game. Yeah, we can have the hope and all this, but I don't.
But I mean, Liverpool dropped point at Craven Cottage. I think
we did as well.
We got beaten.
Yeah,
we got beaten at Craven Cottage. I don't think Man United survived Craven Cottage. Did they?
I think it was a draw at Craven Cottage.
I think it was a draw. Like Craven Cottage has been a boogie place this season and last season. For this team to go there and creep up, and get full points.
It has, but
City should.
But at the end of the day, Pep knows like if he drops points here, it's curtains for them, and we have the advantage if they do drop points. That's what we're all hoping for. So I really don't see them, going to Fulham and sorry, I actually see them going to Fulham and beating them, because this is what Man City do. They're so consistent at the end of the day. And I know you're going to ask me about Tottenham, and we know the whole factor of when Tottenham do play Man City. Tottenham always find a way to turn up, and even this season they drew 3-3 of them at Etihad. They're playing at Tottenham, but the way how Tottenham been playing does really concern me. I mean, I was watching the game against Liverpool. They're 4-0 down. They're getting absolutely battered. They got battered by Chelsea 2-0. We battered them in that first half. I've got no confidence for Tottenham, and maybe top 4 still one for them. I think it's very hard for them. They have to win all their games, and they have to make. And Villa,
Tottenham is a different ball game. We'll talk about Tottenham, but this Fulham team, is there any shining light at the end of the tunnel? Do you think there's something these guys can actually come out to prove against Man City in any way? Will our former players help us out? I heard Bed Leno has sworn. Yeah. See, it's in the papers. I heard that he has sworn to keep a clean sheet come this weekend when Man City show up to Craven Cottage. Do you have any belief in these guys, or is that just a faux pas? Like, is it a false narrative to run with right now?
The thing is as well, like Fulham, where are they? I think they're like 11th. So it's not even like they got they're safe in the Premier League. Like they have effectively nothing to play for. They have no European football to play for, and they're obviously fine from getting relegation. So they're just playing for pride at the moment for these last couple of games. So they're completely safe in the Premier League. I think, look, you made a good point. The only factor which gives me a bit of faith is Craven Cottage this season has been very tough place to go to. We've seen many teams go there and
Yeah.
obviously collapse. Like we lost to them, as you said. Liverpool, didn't win there as well. Man United's. I think even Tottenham lost there as well. So that's my only bit of little hope, for this Craven
Yeah.
Cottage game. They obviously play 12:30, I'm pretty sure, on Saturday. So they play before us as well. So that's my only bit of hope, man. But other than that, I see City, walking through that game and getting another 3 points for them.
I mean, Fulham got a draw against Brentford in their last match. Yeah, got another draw with Crystal Palace at home at Craven Cottage. Got absolutely piped by Liverpool at home, 3-1. Fulham, I think West Ham beat them, at the London Stadium. Fulham lost to Newcastle 1-0 at home at Craven Cottage. So it's not really like they've been so invincible down there at Craven Cottage. But again, they do have players, that are looking better. In the past weeks, they've not had Willian. Willian is looking okay, playing their last game. Pereira is down there, But again, you do sense the urgency. You do sense the scenario that they do have players that in the past 3, 4, 5 weeks they didn't have those players.
True.
So right now, that those players have come back into the team, and I've played at least 1, 2 games together with the whole team. Do you just think that just maybe that this guys who just came back can be able to run up all over Man City and run circles on them?
I just don't see it, man. I hate to say it, and of course we'll all be there watching, praying and hoping. Agent Leno can put off a masterclass for us, keep a clean sheet and all that. We'll be hoping that Alex Iwobi turns up. We'll be hoping for a Marco Silva masterclass. But I just hate to say it. I just don't see it. I really don't see Fulham getting anything really. Against City. This City side are just too consistent. This City side have world-class players in their team. They have a world-class manager who knows in this position right now where they are, because you got to think about it as well. They're out the Champions League. They didn't win the Carabao Cup. They're only winning the FA Cup if they obviously beat Man United.
Yeah.
And that for me would be a very poor season. I know they won a trophy out of it, but when you look at City and you look at their recent years, they just did the treble last season. So they have a lot to go to, and as you said, I think they're doing it 4 times as well. If they win this league title,
bro, it's a 4P. It's a 4P, and it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, man.
How can City just be winning these titles? Yeah, like it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's like there are no other teams existing in the Premiership. I don't know, man, and it hurts. It's painful.
It really is, yeah. 4 times in a row, it's like, it's just so embarrassing, so frustrating. Year in, year out, we see City, win this league title, and it's just, I mean, it's just very, very embarrassing. But
it's embarrassing, man, and it's draining. It's draining, man. It's draining. But again, see, another team, that have a bone to pick with Man City, because they do need it this time. So right now, it's not only about truncating Arsenal's movement towards this title tilt, but it's also that they need this point to be able to qualify for Champions League, and that's Tottenham Hotspurs. If they won the game against Chelsea, it's a different ball game entirely. If they won the game against Arsenal, it's a different ball game entirely. If they picked up a point against Liverpool, or even won against Liverpool in their last match, where they were acrimoniously beaten and bitten to the pulp disgracefully by Liverpool, it would have been a whole different scenario in the next 3 matches for them. But right now, they are 7 points behind Aston Villa with 1 game in hand. It's just 1 game in hand. They need their next 3 matches, because they don't have any idea what is going to happen if Aston Villa, wins their next 2 matches. Aston Villa could as well just kiss that a Champions League welcome, and embrace it even before they play their last game. I'm talking of Tottenham Hotspurs, even before they grace their last game of the season. Aston Villa could run away with it. But the good thing about it is that they play City before Aston Villa play their last game of the season. So what do you think? Because Spurs need Champions League.
They do, and when I was looking at the fixtures and seeing where City could drop points, I was always looking at this game. I was always looking at Tottenham, going away to Tottenham as well. Obviously, as I said, like they drew 3-3 this season at Etihad with them, and they have this thing about playing Man City every single season. Pep just can't hack it, against Tottenham. Tottenham always come out on top. They just have this way of playing against them, which works all the time. So. They've been always getting good results against them in the recent years, and we need them to we need our rivals to actually do us a favor and to obviously beat them for us, because it'll be absolutely massive. But just the way how I've seen Tottenham playing, and I know they do up their game, and actually I think it's a great point you made. Like, they have a lot to play for. They if they want Champions League, they have to win these 3 games. Tottenham,
they have to win the 3 games,
and obviously Villa play Liverpool at Anfield, I'm pretty sure. So there's a chance they may lose then, and they've got Palace on the last game of the season at Selhurst Park. So,
and that game is at White Hart Lane. If I'm going for Champions League, even it doesn't matter if Arsenal is going, to win the title. If they help Arsenal in any way, what's their profit? What's their profit? Losing all that money, losing all that Champions League money. Come on, man. And mind you, they do need a striker, and they do need reinforcement. It depends on if they're in Champions League. So, if they throw this away, getting players will be a big problem. Getting more funding will be a problem. The only money they'll be having in the bank is that Harry Kane 100 million that's burning a hole in Daniel Levy's pocket. And you know what? If they don't get this Champions League qualification, it's a big problem. It is. It's a big problem. It's a big one.
It's very big for them, because as you said, Champions League only give you that more money, and that more money to strengthen your squad, and more players will be attracted to your club if you play Champions League football, etc. So it's big. It's big for them. Postecoglou getting Champions League football in his first season will be big for him as well. So they're going to be they're going to be fighting for that. But at the end of the day,
that bar was there. Of course, he would like to qualify for the Champions League in his first attempt in the
season.
UK.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. So, that was a good bar, man. Yeah.
But I just look at Tottenham and just the way they've been playing, and just the way they do play in general with the Postecoglou style is like they could quite easily score quite a few goals, but then they leave themselves so open. And I think I saw a stat with them. They've kept 1 clean sheet in the past 25 games or something. So they do concede goals. They're missing some big players. With Dolce, their left back's massive miss. I mean, I watched them play. I watched them against Liverpool, and they put Emerson there. He got absolutely ripped apart by Salah. He got destroyed left, right, and centre. You got Vicario in goal. I think he's a good goalkeeper, but just playing out from the back, he looks so shaky, and he comes to crosses, he flaps his hands around, and it's just, that doesn't fill me with confidence at all for them to get anything against City. It's going to be, one of those games. I think it may be similar to how it was at the start of the season, where there's 3-3 game, because the way our Tottenham play, they can't score many goals, but then they also concede many goals as well. So, look, I was looking at this game, I was thinking Tottenham always turn up against City. Like, it's, I don't know, they find the way. And they needed to find a way for this one. That's the only team I really see, obviously, City dropping points against. But
Josh, I know this is going to be a very controversial talk. Yeah. See, have you noticed, that nobody in the media, is talking about Liverpool bottling this title? We have Jordan Heyman, of course, I do like Jordan, shaking his bum here in the chart, laughing, having a good time. And no one is calling this guy a bottler. I have Arsenal fans who are in the charts. No one is calling Liverpool bottlers. But this same time last season, when Arsenal have lost some couple of games, into that title challenge, Bottlers FC everywhere. Why is Liverpool having a pass?
Exactly.
Oh,
And
like, why are they having a pause? And we have Arsenal fans down here. No one is talking to Jordan Heyman and calling him, Butler's FC. Why does Liverpool have to have a pause? They bottled this league too. So
they have.
why aren't they having? Why are they having a pause? Why isn't the criticism also dished out to these guys too? Because they bottled it.
They did.
They bottled it, guys. Guys in the charts, Liverpool bottled the league. How about that? And none of you are actually calling any Liverpool fan, Butler's FC. Josh, shed more light into this. Why is Liverpool having a pass? And I need a valid reason if you're supporting that. Okay, no one should call them Butlers.
No, but
I
the
need
thing is,
valid reasons right now.
no, but I agree with you that yeah, why is someone talking about them being bottlers? Because they've completely and utterly bottled this league title. I mean, look at the way how they capitulated. Yeah, in recent weeks, it was against it started against it started of all teams against Man United. It started against them when they drew that first game, and then it went on and they got battered in the Europa League at Atlanta. Then they lost to Palace as well, and yeah, people sort of put them on the radar a little bit. You know, we did similar last season. You know, when we drew Southampton, and obviously we was losing to like Brighton and dropping points against West Ham. We did a very similar thing to what Liverpool did this season, and you saw the backlash. We got, Arsenal fans got. So it's just, yeah. I mean, they are certainly bottlers, man, 100%. And I don't understand why. Yeah, they're getting sort of free. Yeah, that's like you look in the media, you don't really see, people sort of hype their name up.
No
Oh,
one. No
Jobs.
one. No one. No one.
Last season.
No one.
I
Club
get we.
legend Jamie Carragher
Yeah.
is out here saying that Liverpool overachieved. Bro, let that sink in.
I get we were 8 points clear
Said
last
Liverpool
season.
overachieved this season.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? And no, everyone is giving them a pass.
I know.
Everyone is giving Liverpool a pass.
Exactly. Yeah, they are. But the thing is, like, look, I get we were 8 points clear, last season, and I agree. Like, we were bottlers, and we had the right to be called bottlers last season. But then you got to have the same energy for Liverpool this season, then, because they've done very similar. I know they weren't 8 points clear, but they're top of the league, and they're in a very similar position. And you saw the games that they've capitulated against United, Palace, West Ham. I think they drew as well. So I don't know where the same energy is, Tony. I really don't.
Well, okay, good, no problem. Because see, man, I'm seeing all this, and again, I think it's a two-faced kind of a thing. Yeah, Jamie Carragher saying that Liverpool overachieved last season, Arsenal overachieved last season. How about that? Yeah, we just brought in a couple of that team last season. We're aiming for top four. No one thought that Arsenal would win the title last season, but then we went on to challenge for that title, and everyone called us butlers, even if we weren't supposed to win that title in a way, pending from if you're checking it from the start of the season. No one gave us a chance to win that title. Yeah. And no Arsenal legend said that we overachieved. So for Jamie Carragher to come out, this season, yeah, and say Liverpool overachieved and they've just bottled the league right now, allowing City to just run away with this title, that's disingenuous. I don't get it, man. And the hypocrisy down here, yeah, just allowing Liverpool just run away, scot free without any criticism. It's like, Liverpool, okay, let it go.
Yeah.
I have Eros down here saying, "Oh, Arsenal's one was was the biggest bottling." Yeah, come on, man, we both bottled it.
Yeah, we both. Yeah, both did. Yeah.
We both bottled it, man. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. See, yeah, bro, we'll go to face Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday. Josh, man, do we have sweet dreams at Old Trafford? Do you think we're gonna sing sweet dreams? Sweet dreams are made of the. See, yeah. is there gonna be any dream at all at Old Trafford? Big up to Bargav, big up to the assembled who's down here. Shout out to all these people. Big up to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're saying something, brother.
yeah. Look, we have to. We have to win. It's no other. No draws, no, especially no defeats as well. Look, we look at this game. We look at Man United this season. We're like, yeah, we should be walking over these lot, and I mean walking over these lot. The way they've been playing this season, the club's a complete and utter mess this season. Yeah, but my only factor for this is going away to Old Trafford. Yeah, we just don't like going away to the Old Trafford, man. We have an awful record there. Last season,
Mm,
we got done 3-1 by them. And I thought in parts we actually played decent, but they still done us 3-1. Rashford, and our defense was so wide open, and
yeah.
we obviously lost them last season. And it's just a record year in year out against Manchester United. We don't do well going away to Old Trafford, and that's a big factor for me. Is that
So
Old
you mean
Trafford?
so Josh, you're not confident going to Manchester United
No, no,
and
no, no.
get
I am. No, I'm very
okay.
confident. I'm very. I'm just saying, like that is the thing that we got to be a bit, where sort of wary of, because of the record there is not great, and
Mm.
we know how poor this Man United side is. And as I said, we should be going there and walking over these lot. It should be similar to the Tottenham game where we go 3-0 up in the first half. That is what it should be, because you look at the two teams this season, we are levels above this Man United side this season, completing our levels, right? And their club's a
Josh,
complete mess.
Even levels, yeah, is a complete disrespect when we actually, pitching this Arsenal team and pitching them with Manchester United. Far, 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 far down the lane. Far, far, far down the lane. This Man United team is a shambles, man. No, to be
Exactly,
very
exactly,
sincere
bro.
with you, Chelsea
Exactly,
pumped these guys. See, yeah,
exactly.
Chelsea beat these guys up. Man United couldn't go head to head with Burnley. They couldn't beat Burnley. See, man, we should be smashing this side if we're serious for the title, man. See, yeah, if we go ahead and lose to these guys at Old Trafford, I don't care. If it's Old Trafford, I don't care if it's satellite stadium of White Hart Lane, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
We need to be going in and smashing this, bro. Smash them up at Old Trafford. How
We have
about that?
to.
We just have to do it, man. Because this team is not good enough to stand. See, yeah, see, guys in the chat, if you can't take my word for it, take a Champions League winner's word for it. Klopp said, if Man United keep playing the way they're playing and Arsenal come to visit town, Arsenal is going to pummel them. See, you don't need to believe what I'm saying. In fact, F what I'm saying. Throw away what I'm saying. Believe what Klopp said. He's a Champions League winner. He's won this Premier League title. And he said that. See, yeah,
Yeah,
if Man United keep playing the way they're playing, we will smash them at Old Trafford.
we
And
will.
mind you, yeah, their Messiah at the back is injured and won't be back in time for that crunch
Yeah,
game against Arsenal. Their captain, Harry Maguire, won't be down there. Mind you,
I think.
Varane is also missing in that matchup.
And
Kwambalaya or Kwambala is not going to play. I think they are right
Martinez as
back.
well is injured, isn't he? Lisandro
Martinez,
Martinez. Yeah.
the butcher, has gotten butchered. Come on, man. They don't have any big
I
time
think their
players
only
that
fit
will
centre back is
cause
Johnny Evans,
problems
Tony.
for us.
That's our only fit centre back is Johnny Evans. So
I
we
mean,
should
I
be
mean,
we should be going there and piping and completely and
oh,
destroying these lot, please.
absolutely
Yeah,
destroying them.
we have to destroy them, bro. Yeah, because and if we lose to them, it's not just that feeling. It's just the titles finished, but they're just their fans, bro. They're just so jarring, and they will not stop talking about it. They're going on and on and on about, oh, we beat Arsenal, we stopped you from winning the league title. It's just they have the bragging rights, and we cannot lose to them. We have to win. We have to go there and complete and destroy them. And I said I see it very similar to the Tottenham game where we go 3-0 up. Yeah, and
Mm,
we go in cruise control and we complete and not about these lot, yeah. And look, even at the Emirates this season, it took us to score a last minute two late goals to beat them. And I mean, Garnacho had that goal which was disallowed, which they could have gone and won the game. I think his tone out
yeah.
that was offside. So look, at the end of the day, we need to go there I'm very confident. I'm sure we're all confident that we'll go to Old Trafford and, not just beat these lot, but destroy
Mm.
these lot. That's what's what
Um,
happened for me.
See, yeah, Josh, yeah, I'm sorry, this doesn't concern the Goonies, yeah, but I saw something incredible today. Darwin Núñez, the Liverpool forward, has deleted his whole pictures of everything that has to do with his stay at Liverpool. He's
Wow.
deleted Liverpool Football Club from his bio. He's deleted Liverpool Football Club. Uh, I mean, on his pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, and everywhere. See, yeah, and mind you, there's also news, valid, credible news, yeah, that Darwin Nunes might be heading to FC Barcelona in the summer. See, what's happening with Liverpool? Do you think this is the this is the last straw that has broke the camel's back? Do you think that Klopp's uh, 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 is coming out this season to say, "Hey, man, I'm leaving the football club at the end of the
Yeah.
season." Do you think this is come at a bad time, and Diaz is thinking of leaving? It's all over the papers. Darwin Nunes right now deleted all his pictures. He might be leaving. Do you think this is the downfall of Liverpool as we see it and as we know it this coming summer, when most of their players
Mm.
will leave them and down
Ye-
tools? And Klopp to leave the football club at the end of the season?
Yeah, I mean, a downfall for me, I don't think a downfall, but I think they'll definitely drop off. I don't see them next season challenging for the league title. I feel like it's going to be with a new manager from Feyenoord. Not many people know a heck
Mm,
of a lot, of course, about him because he's, nobody really watches Feyenoord. Nobody really watches Eredivisie unless you're Dutch or, if you
mm,
watch Eredivisie, then fair play. But, they're going to come in with a new manager who's going to need time. He's going to need money. He's going to need, of course, backing, and many players, I do think will leave Liverpool as well. I mean,
mm,
as you said, with Nunes, likes of Luis Diaz, so they're going to sort of have to go with like a bit of a rebuild again in terms of strengthening in positions. Players will be moving on.
mm.
I'm not too keen about Salah because I saw news that he's going to be signing a new contract apparently. So they're going to have Salah there again.
Nah. I don't think he's staying. I don't think Salah is staying.
I mean, it would
I don't
make.
think
I mean, like real talk, it wouldn't make sense for him to move on now because I think this is
it
actually
should
the
make
perfect time for him
sense.
to move on. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Liverpool need
it's a
to,
perfect time.
it's the perfect time for him to move on now because he's done so much for them. He's been so successful with them, and now Klopp's leaving. I feel like, yeah, I think it's time for him to move on now as well and move elsewhere. And I think Liverpool need to go if he does leave, and get a world class someone in who can come in and replace him. I know there's not many out there because Salah is an unbelievable right winner, but you have to go and make sure you replace him correctly as well. But no,
Yeah,
it's like I think Liverpool will drop off. I don't see them in the title race next season, especially with a new manager. I think it's going to take time for him to really, adapt to Liverpool and you know sort of be comfortable with them, with his own players, with his own style of play, with his own system as well. So it will be a lot of change at Liverpool, but I don't see them dropping off massively. But I see them dropping off a slight bit where they don't challenge for league title. Maybe they just get Champions League spots next season.
yeah, definitely. See, yeah, Josh, yeah, talking about some rumors out there, man. See, Joshua Zegzi, yeah, the Bologna forward, yeah. Arsenal has been linked to this guy. I heard agreements have already been made. Have you watched this guy on YouTube? Have you seen some of his clips? Because no one watched Bologna play unless you're Steve Mahala. And I'm talking of the Google of football, Steve. He watches all those obscure teams. But again, yeah. So if you're not Steve Mahala, I don't expect you to understand that. But see, yeah, guys, yeah. uh, what do you think about this guy? Is this guy the kind of forward that will bring goals to the Arsenal? What do you think?
Well, Joshua Zerski, of course, for me, I've watched a few times. He's been a big part of why Bologna are actually Champions League next season. They finished fourth this season, had a great season, and they're playing Champions League football for the first time in I think their club's history. Is crazy. So yeah, I've watched it. As I said, I don't watch Bologna week in week out. Obviously, we all see him on YouTube clips, and people can make YouTube clips, seem like this and hype players up, which they always do. He looks a very sort of technically gifted, skillful type of striker. But just my personal opinion, I think there's better elsewhere. Zersky's a guy as well who I've seen. I watched a clip with him when he was at Anderlecht because before he went to Bologna, he was at Anderlecht, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Company was the manager. And Company, I think they drew a game or something. Company completely called him out in front of everyone, saying his attitude is an issue. He said your attitude needs to change, yeah, because he's coming off losing his head and sort of has a big of an ego and all that. And Company literally
yeah.
called him out right in front of everyone. So this guy was at Bayern Munich as well in their like youth academy, and he was made a few appearances off the bench. But I think there's, he's looked good. He's bagged goals this season. He's, looks
Yeah.
very sort of technically gifted, as I said, which I noticed the most about him. And he looks good in the air in terms of like aerial ability. But I just look elsewhere, other strikers, and I think we can do a lot more better. There's no disrespect to Joshua Zersky, but I feel Arsenal Football Club can do so much better than and get more of like a well-established and a
So
well-proven
in
striker.
other words, he's not an elite striker. In other words, shout out to Amy Baba who is here. That's my guy, my brother. Big up to Amy Baba, man. I've not been on streams, man. This is my first show in couple of days. It's horrible, but I still got to do something, with the brothers down here, yeah, and for the people who really care about me on this channel. So big ups to you people, yeah, you guys are the real heroes. So Emi Baba, big ups to you. The Assembled, big ups to you. Drew Gunners, big ups to you. Paul Folwell, he always shares the stream and he always
Yeah, cool.
likes it. Paul, big ups to you, man. How you doing? See, yeah, Josh. Isaac, I've been seeing Isaac. See, I like the guy. I want him at Arsenal, but I have this problem with Isaac, man. His injury
Yeah,
problems, man.
injuries. Yeah.
But he's scoring goals, man. I'm looking at the goals he's scoring for Newcastle, and I want those goals for the Arsenal. But I'm scared about his fitness levels, man. What do you
Yeah.
think about his
No.
fitness level?
Yeah, no, same here. Like, of course, I love Isaac. I think this season, even in the poor Newcastle, because they have been poor this season, man. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a few games where they got found out massively, and they've been getting. And I know they're struggling with injuries, but he's still done bits. I think he's got about 17 goals or 18 goals in in this Newcastle side. So he is a fantastic striker, even when
he's a
he's not social like
fantastic
before.
strike,
Yeah,
phenomenal one.
yeah, he's
Mm.
superb, and I think Arteta would really like him because not only he's a striker, he can play. He plays on the left wing as well. Sometimes he can play on the left, so I can really, how Arteta loves like the versatility type of players. I
And
feel like,
he's a well behaved guy, yeah. Like he's
yeah,
not that
yeah,
kind of a striker that Mikel Arteta
but
would
it's
rub
just,
Mikel Arteta the wrong way. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah, no, of course, but I just feel it's just as you said, it's just the injury concerns really worry
Mm.
me because we've already got a striker in Jesus who just can't stay fit at all, and it's
Ah.
so injury prone. I don't want any more of that really. I want a striker who we can rely on for the whole season, and as a striker, that doesn't have fitness concerns because you know how many players we've got in Arsenal team right now who are just injury prone, like Jesus, Tomiyasu is injury prone.
Mm.
Partey, we know, can pick up injuries. He's been getting injured every single season with us.
At any
Jesus,
time.
as I just said. So there's quite a few players that we have who just seem to be very injury prone. So that's my only issue with Isaac. But everything else, the guy's prem proven. He's done it in the Premier League, especially this season. Been there and he's done it, consistently, right? Um,
Mm.
and like the goals speak for himself. The guy's so skillful as well. Technically, the guy's superb. I think would be a very, very good option to go with. But the thing that concerns me the most is just the injury concern, man. That's it.
Amy Baba says, I will take Isaac. Yeah. I mean, him as a player, yeah, you can't doubt his quality. I think he holds the ball quite well. His hold up play is
Yeah.
quite efficient. His link up play is also quite good too. He's that kind of striker that could just step back just a little bit and navigate and scan the area and just try to pick up one or two attacking oncoming players. He spreads the ball. He's that kind of gifted, technical kind of player that if you want him to be that fox in the box, he can be that guy. If you want to be the poacher, he can be that guy. If you want him to, try and head the ball through set pieces, he's that kind of guy. So, and see, Josh, there's no need for us to actually pretend as if Arsenal isn't, that team, yeah, to talk to when you're talking about set pieces this season. We've
Yeah,
scored most goals out of set pieces. It, Isaac per se is a very great striker with his head. So just imagine Isaac on those carefully signaled crosses and heavily measured crosses from Declan Rice or Saka from the right. Like it's just going to be that icing on the cake. The only reason I'm just very scared is his injury record,
yeah.
and I just don't trust Arsenal medical team. I,
Nah.
I don't trust them to keep him fit. I don't know, man. I don't really trust them to keep him fit. That's the only problem. If not, I would take Isaac because he's scoring goals. He's looking
Yeah.
like he's enjoying his football right now. You know, like I don't know, man. I don't know.
We could easily get the deal done as well because Newcastle have obviously got to sell players, don't they? Because of their whole financial side of
FFP, yeah, yeah, they need
FFP.
to sell
So
players.
we
Yeah,
need to sell
uh,
players, so we can quite easily get.
Guimaraes is also in the chopping block too. Guimaraes is also on the
Oh
chopping
yeah,
block
of
too.
course. Yeah, Bruno in the midfield. So yeah, they have to get rid of some of their sort of. They have to make money, so they have to get rid of some of their key players. So I think the deal would be very, sort of
And
doable.
mind you, no Champions League football, so it makes it more difficult for them. No
Yeah,
Champions League football, so it
yeah,
makes it very
exactly.
difficult for them to actually keep these players because, yeah, the money is in there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean sustainably. I'm not talking of holistically because holistically they can afford to inject cash straight from Saudi Arabia or wherever the money comes from. Yeah, but again, uh, towards FFP rules, if we're following FFP rules, they can't just inject cash into Newcastle Football Club. They have to,
No.
it has to be money that they've earned and earned the right way, rather than just getting money from whoever their
Yeah.
financier is. So they really have to sell these players. Guimaraes, like as I heard, Guimaraes is on the chopping block. Isaac, they might listen. They might listen to offers for Isaac. So that opens a can of worms, and you know. I don't know if Arsenal should be going for Isaac, man. I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on that one, man. I'm still 50-50 on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. I feel. Look, for me, I think we both
Gyökeres.
know.
How about Gyökeres?
Yeah.
Interesting. Gyökeres has slowed down a bit, man.
Well, actually, I mean, I was watching Fabrizio's. I don't know if you've seen it. I was watching Fabrizio's latest video today, and he says
Mm.
Gyökeres, he actually came out in his interview saying that he's very happy at Sporting, but he don't know where his future tells him he's going to wait after the Euros or something like that. So he's going to be moving on, Gyökeres. But yeah, I mean, he's another one who again is apparently heavily on our radar. Another one who, again, I can't lie.
Yeah,
I mean, I've not watched a lot because I don't watch Portuguese league, but the goals speak and the stats don't really lie, and the goals speak for themselves. What he's been doing this season is unbelievable in terms of the goals that he scored. And what I've seen of
mm,
him, the guy does look a beast up front in terms of very, very physical, in terms of holding the ball up really well. I think he's a very good option there as well. I really do.
yeah,
But again, I've not watched him fully to really sit there and whereas someone like Isaac, I've watched the guy effectively week in, week out. We see this guy in the Premier League doing bits. So it makes sense
yeah.
to go with someone who has a bit of Prem experience and a bit of Prem improvement because you don't really know how these players would adapt. As it is, I think every signing is a risk, but it's always safe for me to go with someone who has a bit of Prem experience and
Who
who's
has a
done it.
bit, yeah, a little bit of prem experience. Yeah, exactly. The Assemble says, why don't Arsenal put Martinelli up front? Now we will know now we know he isn't a left winger, midfielder, or defender. But again, the Assembled, I hear you. But why should we put Gabriel Martinelli, who can score goals from the wings? What will he do up front? I
No,
mean, if we're gonna get rid of the king of Zamunda, That's a different thing altogether. We can just stock him in down there, and he can be coming from the bench. Now that Trossard is fine on all cylinders, I hear you. But if because it seems like the king of Zamunda is going nowhere, why should we be putting Martinelli there, who has only scored 6 goals this season? Instead, let's keep putting him in that left-hand side and hope that his form improves next season. I don't know. I just don't see him
No, but
scoring lots of goals since the season is looking very poor. Tad
no, but
poor this season, man.
yeah, like, I hear what you're saying, but do you remember when we first signed him? You know, those few games we played him
Yeah.
as a main striker, and he was doing bits because he's very very quick and he can use his pace in behind to the advantage. So I think that's one of the things I said. I said why not this manager maybe give him a chance up front for a few games, see how he does, because we've only seen this guy play left wing with this manager. So when he first came into Arsenal, he scored like I think 10 goals in 12 games as a striker. So,
Hmm.
you know, maybe you could try him there because he's very quick as well and you get him in behind players. But I just feel like, yeah, with Martinelli, his confidence has been shattered, man. He just doesn't look the same player like we saw him before. You know, he just doesn't take players on anymore. He turns back. He just looks
It's
just
just clueless. It's
yeah, yeah,
clueless.
yeah.
Like I don't understand. And he scored 15 goals last season. Like how he has digressed. Yeah, like I just don't have words for his digression this season. From 15 goals, 15, 16 goals last season. This season, the goals dried up. And not just the goals yet. See, it's a different ball game if it was only the goals that dried up. The assists dried up. Yeah, not just the assists, his
Exactly.
performance level dried up completely. Like no effort whatsoever. Doesn't impose himself on the games again. Doesn't have any assist. Yeah, his assist situation is looking that bad. Can't even score goals. So I don't know, man. See, yeah, shout out to Ellie Doors TV, West Ham fan.
Big up
Go
Tony, man.
subscribe to that channel. Ellie Doors, Tony, my namesake, big brother. How are you doing, Ellie Doors? See, Ellie Doors says that David Moyes. See, Josh. Smashing breaking news: David Moyes to leave
Oh.
at the end of the season, and that's from Ellie Doors TV. That's a very very sound West Ham fan, and that's what he's saying. What's your take on that?
Yeah, well, interesting because look, I feel like West Ham they've had a very up and down season. Like at one stage, I thought maybe they can get European football again. The way how they're getting results and they went on a very good run, and then after when they beat us when they done 2-0, they went on a massive losing streak, and they've just had a very hit and miss season. Like times where Moyes turns up for them, I watched them against Leverkusen. Both legs they played very very well and got a bit especially second leg got a bit hard done by that. They obviously didn't get something else out the game. Um,
Yeah.
so they've had a very up and down season. Obviously, Moyes, I think they'll always be grateful for he's won them a European Cup. He's won the Conference League.
Mm.
I think that will stick with them forever. But yeah, I think it was getting to a stage where some of the tactics in the games of West Ham, tactically he's a bit, games where he can cost them. So
Yeah.
I think it's right for him to really move on. And I think I've heard they're going to get Lopetegui, the ex-Sevilla manager, ex-Wolves manager. I think he managed Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, as well. I could be wrong there, but they're
Yeah,
getting their
he
manager.
managed Wolves and he had a horrible stint with Wolves,
Yeah,
man.
he was not great at Wolves, was he? He was
Horrible.
pretty
I
poor at
wonder
Wolves.
why
So
they should be going for a coach like that, man. There are lots of decent
they should be
coaches.
going with
I
someone
think
like
Conte might like to take that job in London.
Well, I completely forgot about him because he's jobless, Conte as well. He's literally got
He's
no job. So
jobless. He'll
yeah,
literally
I mean
like to
that if
have
they get
that job,
Conte,
man.
if they manage to get Conte, that'd be a fantastic appointment. But I was thinking like because he's not going to Liverpool. What about the sporting manager, Almarin? He's not going to Liverpool anymore. So there's big hype about him going to Liverpool, being their manager. So why
Nah,
don't
nah.
we look at him?
I think he's right now. His buzz is more bigger than West Ham. Don't take this wrong. Don't take this in the wrong way. I'm not saying he's bigger than West Ham per se. I'm just saying his buzz right now. That's why I made mention of the buzz. His
Yeah,
buzz right now is higher a little bit, a tad bit on the higher side than West Ham. So you're actually thinking of Amorim to go to bigger clubs like Liverpool at the end of the season, Chelsea Football Club, because we're also hearing
Yeah.
rumors per se, yeah, that Pochettino might have to leave Chelsea Football Club. See, yeah, even throw caution out the window. I heard that Amorim flew down to London to have closed door discussions, with Chelsea Football Club. How about that?
Ah,
So,
there we go then.
it depends. So, is buzz right now? It's actually at that height that it's bigger. It's more bigger than the hot seat at West Ham. I should be expecting Amorim to be going to top six
Yeah.
football club.
Yeah, no,
And see, yeah, don't even throw away either Manchester United. Amorim to Manchester United.
yeah, Ten Hag, yeah, yeah. I don't know if you heard about Ten Hag going Bayern Munich. There's been a lot of talk about him maybe going Bayern Munich as
Yeah,
their manager. So
exactly.
yeah, he's going, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but no, I think Moyes it's perfect time for him to move on. They'll be forever grateful for the Conference League and the European trophy. It's massive.
Mm.
Winning in Europe is still massive. So, yeah, I think it's a great time for Moyes to move on and be interested to see because it does look like they're going to get this Lopatelli guy in, or his name is. I feel like we've seen him at Wolves, haven't we? And it's been a bit. He didn't do great there in the Premier League already. So I'm not too sure about that. Decision really on this Lopatelli guy, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, man.
Yeah, let's wait and see. And again, yeah, see, there will be a bit of a managerial go round, yeah, by the summer. Mind you, don't forget Thomas Tuchel is going to leave Bayern Munich. Even if they win the Champions League, he's gonna leave the football club at the end of the season. And I heard that Chelsea even hollered at their former manager. They hollered at him, and they want to have closed door talks. With Thomas Tuchel, and Tuchel is saying he wants everything to be done according to his own playbook. So there'll be a managerial merry-go-round, mostly in England. The Liverpool job has already been taken by
Arnie
Arne
Slot,
Slot.
yeah.
Yeah, so West Ham will be looking for a new manager. I still think that Everton might, might need a new manager because Sean Dyche might be looking
Right.
at that West Ham job. He might
Wow.
be looking for that West Ham job. So lots of stuff is gonna happen this summer, Josh. See, Josh, just before we go, because I know you would likely have a show on your channel anytime soon. See, Josh, your final notes, your predictions for that matchup against Manchester United. Please, everyone who's watching this show right now, yeah, give us your predictions for that
Yeah.
matchup. Manchester United versus Arsenal. What do you really think? Do you think Arsenal will go down there to Old Trafford and smash up these people?
I
Or do
do.
you think, would lose track of it at Old Trafford? What do you
No,
think,
we're gonna
Josh?
go
Talk
there.
to us.
We're gonna go there for me, and I think batter them. I really do think we're gonna go there and destroy them. I think it's be so
Mm.
comfortable. Prediction.
Oh,
I'm going.
so comfortable. Wait, Josh, wait. Let it
Yeah,
sink in. Come
bro.
on.
They're
Let this
they're
sink in.
trash. They're
Talk to these
trash,
people.
Tony,
Let
bro.
it sink in.
They're
Preach
trash,
up, brother.
man. I'm
Preach.
sorry. I'm sorry. They're absolutely shocking. There should be no excuses. We should be going there 3-4 goals. I'm going.
Mm.
I'm going 3-0 Arsenal. Clean sheet as well. Simple
Oh,
as that.
wait, guys, wait. I've never heard. See, yeah, Josh. See, yeah, I've known Josh for some time. Yeah, he's not that guy that likes talking from his ass. Yeah, he talks with his mouth. Yeah, he doesn't talk sideways. Yeah. See, Josh, you said a clean sheet at Old Trafford. Am I hearing properly? This is it,
Why not?
Josh.
Why not, bro?
Josh, is this you? Because I heard that there's a lot of clones out there. Yeah, Josh. I hope this is not a clone. I hope this is you. Are you serious?
I'm going 3-0. I'm going clean sheet, man. I'm going clean sheet. I honestly think, look, the defensive season has been superb. I don't see them
Mm,
scoring against us. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, look at their attack. Rashford's been awful this season. The guy looks like he don't even care. Yeah, he's got no confidence every time I see the guy play. Yeah, Anthony is just,
mm.
oh my god, he's so laughable. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know how that guy is still playing for them.
shocking player.
Yeah, and then I
Absolutely
mean, Hoyland's
horrendous player.
Hoyland, I actually don't think is a bad player, to be honest. I actually think he's decent. That's the only why I sit there and say is decent. But their attacks useless. I do not see them getting anything against us, man. Especially
I
with
don't.
their defense as well. So clean sheet for me, 3-0 win, comfortable
Mm.
performance. We're gonna go there, smash them up, and we move to Everton.
We'll move to Everton. My brother, man, I completely agree with you. I think that Manchester United will be a smashing, to be a smashing at the Old Trafford, yeah, to be a disgraceful one, a shameful one for Manchester United. I, I don't think they will chat to us. I think their players will drop the ball immediately when that game starts. Uh, They can't cope in the middle of the park. I think they'll be very, very wary and scared of Thomas Partey in the middle of the park with Martin Odegaard, who will cut them open because I
Yeah.
just don't see that main guy in the middle of the pitch who could actually stand up to our midfield trio. Uh, Come on, man. I don't think Rashford has it in him anymore. I think he doesn't love football anymore. I think he's given up football. Like, he doesn't just love football anymore. Like, is there any proof in the pudding? Is there any other proof anyone needs to see that Rashford doesn't like to play football no more? This guy, he wants out. So
The thing is,
I
though, the thing
mean,
is, well, sorry to cut you off. The thing is, yeah, like with Rashford, I think it's the club that's the issue for him, yeah. Because I'll tell you why, Jadon Sancho, look how good Jadon Sancho has been at Dortmund. I watched him against PSG the other night. He was insane, man. That guy, yeah, I think he's completed 15 successful dribbles, Sancho, yeah, against PSG. That's the
mm.
most anyone's done in this season in Champions League. That guy looks
But
like he's got
again,
so
that's
much more
Germany.
confidence.
But again, that's Germany. But
Yeah,
again,
no, no,
that's
no, no.
Germany.
No, I hear that, but do you see
This
the
is the best
confidence that he
league in the
has?
world.
Yeah, he has freedom now because at Man United, look at him at Man United where Sancho's playing at Man United, yeah, completing our
Mm.
mess. But now he's got a fresh start, going back to his former club. You know, I get it's Bundesliga, I get that, and
Yeah,
but
yeah. But
it
he's
just
found
looks
the
like
love for football again. He started,
exactly.
Mm, but Josh, I completely agree with you. Although I still think that I still think that German football isn't at the same pace with the English Premiership. I still think the Premiership is the best league in the world. You have to come down here and prove yourself. And if you can't prove yourself down here, then I'm sorry. And again, yeah, it's not like I don't like Sancho. Yeah, I even wanted him. I even thought that Mikel Arteta can change him. But again, man, you have to come to this league and prove yourself.
That's true.
Uh, it's just one of those numbers right now. Look at what this league has done to great players. Crespo, bro, don't let me go through all this long list of
Yeah,
names of players who have come down here and crumbled. Yeah, let's don't go there, man. Let's don't go there.
yeah,
Lots of Chelsea strikers
yeah,
that have come down here. Lukaku, bro, let's don't go down that road because just come down here and prove yourself. Scamacca, he was banging in goals in Italy in the Italian Serie A,
yeah,
and then when he came here, it looked like a complete goat, and I mean goat in a condescending way.
yeah.
He was that bad. He had to run away from England. So
Mm.
come down here, prove yourself, and let's talk business. See, man, Joshua said Arsenal 3, Man United nil. My brother, man, I hope the result is gonna be exactly that. I'm pitching my tent on 3 goals
Yeah,
to. I think they might score a goal because this season I think Arsenal kind of like want to give up 1 or 2 goals just for fun.
yeah,
Maybe
true.
David Raya might want to just have a have a dance around and just decide to give them a goal. Gift them 1 goal. But again, let's see how that's possible. Josh, talk to these people. Tell them what you got coming up.
Yeah, Tony, been an absolute pleasure as always, my guy. Great to be back with you talking football and yeah, absolutely love it as always, man. Big up to you, big up everyone in the chat as well. Absolute real ones.
Mm.
Always supporting you and supporting this show as well. But yeah, content coming up, guys. I do obviously daily Arsenal content. I've got a podcast tonight, 7:30. talking about, of
Okay.
course, a bit about Bournemouth and of course this upcoming game against Old Trafford, at Man United against Old Trafford, of course. And
Yeah.
then obviously there'll be some previews coming out with a few Man United fans. I'll get on the channel. Just everyday content, guys. I do transfer news. I do everything to do with Arsenal people. Plenty of content even after Arsenal finish, with the Euros starting, with Copa America starting. I'll be covering all of that. So daily Arsenal content, on the road to 8,000 subscribers. So yeah, thanks for having me on as always, man. Absolutely loved it as always, bro.
Yeah. See ya, guys. Go any guys. See ya. Anybody who's gonna watch this show later on, yeah. Subscribe to Josh, man. Come on, man. You can see his
Thanks, bro.
quality, bro. What? See, yeah. Where else? Where else would you see, a Guna who has this quality? Yeah. Any which way you like it is gonna give it to you. Yeah. In terms of the way he breaks down the Arsenal, the way he, his criticism, and he does it in a very, very, amicable manner. And bro, man, see, you're a top podcaster, man. You know,
Thank you, man.
sometimes, man, it's just good, to just call a spade a spade. You really what you are, man. Josh, big
Thank you,
ups to
bro.
you, man. Guys, go subscribe to Josh True Gunners channel. Support him. He has a show coming up quite soon. Go show him some love. The assemble. Eros say something. I like Eros, man. Eros is a great
Big up,
guy.
bro.
Okay, Eros say something here. It says, "Great show from the pair of you. Real
Man.
talk, real content. Go subscribe. See, guys, it doesn't get better than this. Go subscribe to Ellie Does TV. He's a collaborator on this my channel, and it's someone I also do respect quite well. Tony is a very, very lovely person, man. Come on, man. See, E. Ross is down here. I like this guy so much. He says, "Big up, Josh, Tony. Big up, Charts, my brother in Christ. How you doing, E. Ross, man? Thanks for joining us today." See, yeah, the assembled was also here. He says, "Cunt, bad effect on Sancho." Yeah, see ya, guys. Join me this evening. If Ola is gonna grace the show this evening, come show up, man. Let's have a real talk with Ola later this evening. Big up to you people. And from me, Josh, thanks for showing up to the show today, man. God bless you.
Anytime, man.
And I hope
Anytime.
you have a great show coming up soon, man.
Thank you, bro.
And from me and Josh, we